Good evening, everybody. If you'll take your seats, we're ready to get rolling. All the people in the back of the room, unless you're getting a drink, please come forward, take a seat. We're going to start ready or not. You guys are the early birds. There's nobody here yet, but this place will be very crowded in a little while. So thank you for those of you that came on time or reasonably on time. But the first thing you learn about single people is, excuse me, people. The first thing you learn about single people when you do these parties is they are not very punctual. So there's only a few people here right now, but don't panic. They're on their way. I promise you we'll fill this building as we do every year when we do parties at the Westin St. Francis in Union Square. My name is Rich. I'm with Society of Single Professionals. We are the world's largest nonprofit singles organization. We do these parties all over the Bay Area every week, at least one party. If you don't get our emails, make sure to give one to the registration table before you leave, and you'll save money at all 55 parties. You would have saved $10 tonight. So make sure to give us an email address before you go home if I don't already have your email address. And if you got an email from meetup.com, that's not my email list. You don't save any money. You have to be on my email list. So go ahead and sign in at the registration table. You'll save money at all the parties. We have a great speaker for you tonight, but before I introduce Ann to you, I'd like to introduce a person who's just as important tonight at the party, and that is our music man. Would you please welcome DJ Mark Power. You can do better than that. DJ Mark Power.
I'll be taking your request. If there's something you want to hear, come and talk to me after the speech.
All right, now one thing I want to warn you, if you request a song that Mark thinks will empty the dance floor, he'll very politely just say, I'm sorry, I don't have that song. I don't know whether he has a song or not, but he will politely say, I'm sorry, I don't have this song, if it will empty the dance floor. So if you have unusual taste, we probably won't play your song, okay? We play the songs that fill the dance floor, and we have found that the secret to getting the dance floor full is for the DJ to play a song that everybody recognizes. The first rule of a dance party is, if people don't recognize a song, they will not dance. So if he plays a song that empties the dance floor, he'll immediately replace it with another song. We just play the music that's popular, that fills the dance floor, so if it isn't one of the songs you like, and I apologize to you, but in a democracy like we have right now, people vote with their feet, okay? It's one man or woman, one vote. So you vote with your feet. So if Mark plays a song that you really like, make sure you get all your friends to come out on the dance floor. And then he'll play your kind of music all night long. On the other hand, if he plays your favorite song and it empties the dance floor, guess what? He's going to say, gee, I guess people don't like that kind of music. You'll never hear another song you like for the rest of the evening. So you are responsible for what he plays. Every time he plays what you like, come out on the dance floor, get all your friends to come out on the dance floor, and he will play your music all night long. Okay, without further ado, let's get into our star for the evening. She is the author of the book, Let's Make a Contract, and the subtitle is Getting Through Unhappy Romantic Relationships. Is there anybody in the room who's ever had an unhappy romantic relationship? Raise your hand. Well, you guys are very, very lucky. I'm wondering why you're single then if you have happy romantic relationships. I'm sure there are a few people here who have had unhappy romantic relationships. I know I have. So hopefully you'll get a copy of her book at the end of her talk. She'll be at the back table. And hopefully you go down and talk to Ann at that time. Ann also has a podcast. I imagine you'll tell them about that. I'm going to be a guest on her podcast next month, right before Valentine's Day, as I recall. So make sure you listen to her podcast. Her topic for tonight is Beyond Chemistry. And I hope I pronounced the name correct. Please welcome Dr. Ann Schiebert. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
I'm just a beginner here, just learning how to do it. All right, there you go.
Thank you so much.
Did you want?
I don't know.
You got another microphone too, so I don't know which one.
Can you all hear me? I have a very soft voice. Yes? Good. No? Oh dear. How about that? Can you hear me now? Okay. Very soft voice doesn't carry. So just raise your hand in the back if you cannot hear me. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It's just a joy to meet all of you. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I work at one of the nation's largest HMOs in Walnut Creek, California. And I am a romance specialist. Now, I bet none of you came for romance tonight. You just came for dancing, right? No? Oh, Rich told me wrong. He just said that you weren't all looking for romance, you were just wanting to dance. Rich, you didn't tell me that right. So tonight we're going to talk about how to create a lasting relationship and what the chemicals do to interfere with that. We're going to have a hesitation. Perfect, thank you. So, this is not working. About me, as I said, I'm a licensed psychologist. I'm an author, lender, and partner, and I have a website. I also am on americaswebradio.com every Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. talking about a myriad of topics that we hope are interesting. It's not talk radio, it's chat radio. So let's talk about how we fall in love. Now, if you're from this culture, many of us grew up with Cinderella, us females, with Cinderella as our icon about how love should be. I'm by myself, I meet somebody who's really fabulous, I dance with him, I guess we have that opportunity tonight. I dance with him, we fall in love with a stranger, and then something bad happens. He loses my phone number. With Cinderella, she didn't have any clothes to wear to the ball. Or she lost her slipper. So we fall in love fast, and what we really do is we fall in love with a stranger. We fall in love with the concept of somebody that we make up a story about without really knowing them. And this is a big reason for divorce. So we're going to see what goes into that and how to get around it. Guys, when you fall in love with a complete stranger, do you think she'll be hot forever? I want to think about this. I didn't look like this when I was 20, and I'm not telling you how old I am. So think about, if you fall in love with somebody, does it really matter how she looks as long as you love her inside? And if you fall in love fast, you don't know her insides because she's a stranger. And ladies, do you think the stranger you fell for will be kind and thoughtful and romantic, financially solvent forever? Yeah? Have you done the inquiry about getting a history? Because we all look good when we meet each other, right? I look pretty good tonight, but I don't look this way in the morning. I wish I did, but I have to admit I don't. So we hope that people are going to be as we see them when we meet them. And for LGBTQ, for those of us who are not heterosexual, do you think that the stranger you are in love with will be just right for you over time when you don't really know them? Because unless you came with a friend you know really well tonight, every one of us is a stranger. Here we are. We have our social masks on. I went to the beauty parlor before coming tonight because I didn't want you to see how I did my hair. I wanted to wear my presenter's mask. And I think we all took a special notice in the mirror, no matter what gender you are, to look good for tonight, to meet somebody, to maybe have a chance at romance. So I want to talk about the rush to romantic love. And let's examine it. We have have a phenomena called the love cocktail. And it's made up of lots of chemicals, which I'm going to tell you about in a second. I see you, you see me. The love cocktail takes place with us together. And here's what it consists of. Chemicals that produce natural hormones that make you want to make love. And it's normal. But that's just the initial part. That does not form a foundation for a long-term, healthy, romantic relationship. So it has oxytocin in it, and that's the cuddle chemical. Hold my hand, put your arm around me. I love that. And that augments our sensitivity to each other. And then there's PEA, and that is a natural amphetamine, and that allows you to stay up all night talking on the telephone. Or it allows you to get that little rush when you think you're going to see the person that you like, a potential romantic relationship. And we love that high, it feels good. If we don't realize that it's a chemical high in the love cocktail, when it disappears, and it will, then we wonder, what happened? I'm not high over this person anymore. And there's dopamine, that's the lust and the adultery hormone, and the motivation, and it's an addiction neurotransmitter also. It also provides the high, and there's norepinephrine. It produces the racing heart and the feels of excitement that I'm going to see you. Am I taking all the fun out of falling in love? Yes, I am, but this is really important that you know this, because these will never be a foundation for a lasting, healthy, romantic relationship. They leave us. And then we wonder what happened. So it takes 34 minutes to fall in love, so if you can do that tonight. It won't be a healthy one, but here's how it looks. You find a complete stranger. You reveal to each other some intimate details about your life for about half an hour. You have this heart-to-heart, right? And then you stare deeply into each other's eyes. Looks like love to me. Found out about this hungry guy or this gorgeous woman tonight, and we shared some intimate details about our lives, and I'm just thinking about this, and I think it's love. So, but here's the issue. It lasts a month to a year. And then we wonder what happened. Why am I not so about the person I think I'm falling in love with? Now, I bet you've never heard about this next thing. I'm going to go back here. So, you got dopamine, and if you have too much dopamine, you're going to have drug abuse, you're going to have adultery, jealousy. If you have a right amount, then you're going to have attraction and attention and a little bit of lust. So that's a good balance on this side of the PowerPoint. But here's the word you probably have never heard before. Anybody ever heard about limerence? I love this word, and I want you to remember it. You've heard about it? Good for you. You are one of the few people. How did you hear about it?
Dr. Helen Fisher?
Yeah, well, here's the thing about limerence. Looks like love, feels like love, not love. It's the sonic boom that fuels the drama of your new love relationship. And it's infatuation, and it's contingent on sexual attraction. It's accompanied by the expectation that one's feelings for someone, usually the person who we don't know very well, will be reciprocated. Do you like me? I like you. Please reciprocate that, but we're not that vocal about it. We're coy. And The end goal in limerence is to join and form a pair fast. And all attractions can start this way. For real love, these transient feelings are not the basis of the relationship, but we think they are. And this is the lie that our chemicals tell us. And then we wear a great pair of rose-colored glasses. So anybody ever experienced this? So I've been in a relationship for about a year, and we moved in together, and it's just been fabulous for the most part. And then I go into the bathroom, and I look on the floor, and there's underwear on the floor. And I say to this person when he comes home, "What is the underwear doing on the floor? I've never seen that before." And he looks at me and says, "I've always leave my underwear on the floor. What's the matter with you?" And that is the start of the downhill, because I become a nag, pick up your underwear, and he becomes the creepy, dorky, messy dude. And I talked to all my girlfriends about him. Only he would clean up after himself. I never noticed this before. And the more we complain, the more we start not liking this person so much. So remember, rose-colored glasses keep you blind to a number of things. So where did love go? As I said, the high provided the cement to the relationship, and if that high is your relationship foundation, I don't think I've ever seen anybody who's come to me for help have that be a lasting thing. So we're going to talk tonight about what does make a good, healthy, lasting foundation for a long-term romantic relationship. First, before that, I want to give you some statistics if you don't believe what I just said. Let's look at the divorce rate. 42% to 45% of first marriages end in divorce. Now, I will say, millennials are changing that a bit because they're getting married later and they're taking more time. Hats off to them. But for most of us, we fall right in here. And the average divorce is around age 30 in the United States. There's one divorce every 36 seconds. I could not believe it when I read that statistic. And it's nearly 2,400 divorces a day and 16,800 divorces a week. And aren't we in good company? Yes, we are. Most of us are getting a divorce. So on the average, we spend about 2 years considering whether we should get a divorce or not. So we stay really unhappy. And a lot of this has to do with not being able to problem solve or having the foundation of your romance based on limerence and cocktail. So 3 out of every 4 divorced people will remarry in an average time of 3 years. And 60% of second marriages end in divorce, and 74% of third marriages end in divorce. You want to hear my hypothesis about this? Because we don't do our relationship change homework. We take our old relationship skills into a new relationship. We blame the person we left. We don't look at our part. And we have to do some work if we've gone through a divorce. Because bringing our same old thing into a new relationship doesn't usually work. You're agreeing with me? And we wonder, what happened? Why didn't all these things work for us? So I'm wondering if, Susan, if you could come up and change the slides when I ask you to, I'd really appreciate that. So healthy relationships aren't created from hooking up with strangers. Oh, gee. We find that all the time when we have sex and we think it's a relationship. Or I make up a story about you. I just met you, but I'm making up a story about you. Don't be scared, I won't pick on you too much. I make up a story, oh my gosh, this is the most fabulous guy I've ever met the last 10 minutes. And he is just, I know he's my dream. He has a job, he's really nice, 15 minutes, this is it. So, healthy relationships come from really knowing the person you choose to be with, whether it is a romantic interest or a friend. So, let's figure out what doesn't lead to healthy relationships. Caretaking. Let me do this for you. I'm trying to have you like me a lot. But if I do stuff for you that you could do for yourself, I put myself up here and you're down here. And that does not feel so good. I'm inferring that I know better than you know. And this doesn't make people happy. Then there's low self-worth. We blame yourself for everything. It's my fault. And there's lots of people who love to get into relationships with those of us who blame ourselves for everything that goes wrong. We relieve them from all responsibility of what happened. It must be my fault. I didn't word it right. Keep going. Then there's obsession. We worry about everything. And I say to many of my patients, if you will show me one thing that your worry helped, I will stop whatever I'm doing and I will worry with you. I have never seen worry change one thing except maybe we develop an ulcer from it. So worrying, try to get that out of your system. And we want to control, we're afraid to let other people know who we are and to allow things to happen naturally. So I'm going to call you because you haven't called me. And I'm going to say, hi, how are you? What's your name? Frank. Frank, how are you? I haven't heard from you. You told me you were going to call me. And you're going to say, okay, well, I got to go now. Say that. Oh, okay, well, I'll call later. So we don't want to rush into this stuff. Next slide, please. And then we go into denial. We ignore problems and we believe the lie we tell ourselves. It's not really so bad. I said, well, we need to really figure out if it's bad or not. And we stay busy and we don't think and we don't feel, and then there's dependency. And many of us have not created our own life by ourselves. And dependency is, I meet this guy over here, Tom, I think your name is Tom. He happens to be my husband. So, I don't know how to pay the bills, but he does. He might be a CPA, and so, wow, that's a dependency. And then I hate to cook, so he loves to cook. So I'm finding all the things that I don't know how to do by myself, and I learn to depend on him, and it's too much. These are conversations we have to have when we get to know people a little better. Unhealthy relationships, some more. Poor communication. Blame. We blame, threaten, beg, bribe, abuse. We don't say what you mean. Poor communication. Here's what I call the 2-week wall. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pick on you because I promised I would. So, yeah. Your name's David, right? Okay. I'm picking on him. So he and I are in a relationship, and I am ticked off at him. And I'm going to give him the 2-week silent treatment. So you're going to come home from work, and you're going to say, how are you, Ian?
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Oh. So he goes and watches TV. Okay. Next day.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
A crack in the ice wall. I said a little tiny And this goes on and on until finally he breaks the ice wall because I allow it to be swept under the carpet. But guess what? Nothing gets resolved. Thank you very much.
Honey, I'm going to the bar.
If I'm really mean, I'm going to say go. Thank you, David. Okay, and then we don't trust ourselves or our feelings. So we do what I call our girlfriends and our guy friends and we say, well, what do you think about this situation? Instead of using our own selves as a guide, use your own intuition. It's really helpful. Kind of a genius. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So why do so many of us rush into relationships? So here are the top 11 reasons. Next slide. Sex. We're having sex even before a relationship begins. We have sex and we call that a relationship. That's not a relationship. Sex is kind of just sex. A relationship is when you really get to know somebody and like them, or decide you don't like them. And after sex, many of us are thinking, as I said, we're in a relationship. Next slide. And then the primal desire to bond with someone we love or who loves us. We want to belong. But you got to figure out who you want to belong with. I don't want to belong to David because I just met him. I don't know him. Next slide. Fear of being alone. I have so many patients that say, I couldn't leave so-and-so because I'm so afraid of being alone. And I say to them, what does alone mean to you? Well, I don't know. You know, not having somebody to come home to at night. And I said, you mean the person that you argue with? And they go, oh, well, yeah. And I ask, are you alone in your relationship? And many of them said, yes, I am really alone in my relationship. Not finding the right one, we're scared of that. What does the right one look like? We're going to help you with that coming up. Being the last single person in your group of friends. And the list goes on and on. So, believing a relationship will complete me. I encourage all of us, everyone, to be complete in and of yourself. Relying on somebody else to complete you causes a dependency relationship. Oh, this person really has all these attributes that I don't have, and they just complete me. They fill in my blank spaces. No, they don't. And then they disappoint us, and we feel worse. Next slide. A relationship is definition to our life. Hi, I'm in a relationship with you. I have such definition to my life. Now say, ask me what it is. Ask me what definition is in your life because you're with him. I don't know. But he has some pretty cool friends. We watch the Warriors. Do we have yay Warriors out here? Yay Warriors, okay. So that's given definition. Next slide, please. External pressures. I love this one the most. This actually happened to me. I took my to-be husband home, and my parents loved him. He was from Massachusetts. He spoke with a Boston accent, and that sent them over the edge. And they said, oh, this guy's fabulous. And guess what? I married him, and guess what? He was the worst. But I married him because of family pressure. So if your family falls in love with whoever you bring home, you got to go back in here and go, is this worth it? Do I feel the same way my family does? And then there's the ultimate question, how healthy is my family who's loving this person? Right? Pregnancy. You have sex, and now you find yourself with a child on the way. You've never, ever had the discussion of how to rear a child together. So this person believes in corporal punishment, and I find that abhorrent. How many arguments are we going to have about that? But here's this little bambino. Next slide, please. Feels like home. Look at what you came from. I had no idea. And if you had some dysfunction hanging out in your house, and you're looking for somebody that feels like home, or he or she does feel like home, that could be a really big red flag. In my practice, I have many, many codependent women and men looks normal and their family feels like home. They call it heavy drinking at the beginning. Oh, it's a heavy drinker. And then it goes downhill from there. Next slide. So, in your packet that I handed out to you, you get to do your own genogram. I do these with every patient I see. And seeing what goes on in your family is so helpful. You know, where have the mental health issues been? How about depression? How about addiction? How about not working? And you write that all down, and people often say to me, oh my God, I knew it, but I didn't see it and I didn't get it. And you have the framework to do your own. Next slide, please. Codependency. Codependents think they're being helpful. But codependents love to control and change and fix and give advice. We take on projects. We feel loved when we are needed. We get scared when we feel love. You know, true love, but being needed, that's a touchdown for me if I'm a codependent. And a new relationship diverts us from our problems. Because I'm in limerence and I'm in the love cocktail, and I can think about that, and I don't have to think about my bankruptcy. I don't have to think about by the end of the month I need to get my 1099s out. Because I met you tonight, and that's what I want to think about. So the rush to love, sex, and relationship addiction. I know so many people who cycle relationship to relationship and they don't ever change how they interact. And it can become an addiction. It's just that satisfaction of being loved, meaning sex, and they go over and over the same thing. So, I bet all of you could tell me what you don't want in a romantic partner, but I wonder how many people could tell me what you do want in a romantic partner. So next slide. So, do you know? Does your partner know? Next slide. So, next slide. This is about core values. In your packet, you have a list of values. I want you to get somebody to read those to you at a quick pace. And you're going to find your most important values, your values that are not so important, and the values that are not important at all. And the reason that this is important is because having like values is the most important component of a long-term, healthy, romantic relationship. It trumps experiences and all of that. If you don't know your values, they are often violated by people, and then we suffer because our values have been violated. So here's how you do it. You have that paper in your packet. Most important, not important. And when you're doing these, and when you're thinking about somebody as a potential, remember that no one is perfect except you. And are you settling? And are you teaching someone it's okay to violate your most important values? So, next slide. What makes relationships unhappy? I have what I call the OK corral. And what hangs out in the OK corral are things that are not okay that I've given a pass to. So I'll make up something really silly. You told me that you were only going to have 2 beers tonight, and you had a 12-pack. Well, I don't want to talk to somebody who's had a 12-pack of beer, and I don't want to talk to you tomorrow because I'm ticked off. So nothing happens, it gets a pass, and then it hangs out in the OK corral. It's hard to get things out of the OK corral once you've given a pass to them. Well, it was okay that I drank a 12-pack before and you didn't say anything, so what's your problem? And then it's turned around on us. So don't give a pass to things that are not okay. Next slide. Substance abuse issues. If this is a bottle, it's my first love, there is no room for me to have a relationship because you turn to this happy, sad, mad, glad, and I may try to get in there, but I really can't. So screen for that. So, addiction in life. Next slide, please. Mental health challenges. Nobody can help our mental health challenges, but once you give a mental health issue the permission to drive the bus in your house, you're giving your life over to solving somebody else's mental health issue. So I deal with this all day, every day. And what do? Depressed. Well, what are they going to do about it? The latest research for depression says that exercise by itself is better than exercise and medication and just medication. So we got to sit down with the people that we love who are in our lives and figure out what to do. So keep going, Susan. Cheating and infidelity, next slide. Narcissism. It's a big one. It's all about me and there is no you. We grow up in families like this. I hear about this all the time. Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Say, I don't know. Say, I don't know. I don't know.
Like you said.
Okay. You're not going to play a role play. All right. Okay. What do you want to do tonight?
I don't know.
I don't really care what he wants to do because it's all about me. So, okay, you don't care. I'm going to go to the Warriors game. Come. Keep going. You feel you have to conceal your true self. You have to be smiling and just like you do tonight. That's not who we are authentically. Keep going. And we make a commitment against our better judgment. Happened to me. Boston, Massachusetts, drove the continent to see me. Sophomore in college. Oxytocin, dopamine. But I knew that there was something that didn't feel good. And I ignored it. I just didn't even trust it. So if you feel that something's not right, get a handle on it. The inability to problem solve. If you're interested in this, I'd like you to look up Dr. Stephen Cartman's Drama Triangle. You can Google it. It's how we get in ongoing problems with no solution. Over and over doing the same thing. Keep going. Next slide. So, are you going to leave the scene or are you going to hang around and see what happens? And Susan, I'd like you to keep rolling until we get to healthy relationships. Ben Franklin is, I have this person in my life, what do I like about him or her? And what don't I like about him or her? If you have way more not likes than you have likes, hasta la tata. So what it comes down to is, are you a victim or a volunteer in your unhappy, failing relationship? Okay, keep going. So healthy relationships. It took me a long time to learn the difference between working on a healthy relationship and wasting my time on a long goodbye. How many of us have done that? Remember, it takes 2 years for us to consider a divorce. Next slide, please. So, here are the top components of healthy romantic relationships. Your view of perfect love, you won't believe this, but this is true, depends on what you watch on TV. Now, if I'm watching the Hallmark Channel, and that's my idea of love, and I'm with somebody who's watching 20 quarts of blood in a war movie with a chainsaw murderer, and they have no clue what romance is, that is not a match. Looking for positives and being responsive and kind will help create a happy relationship. Being happy for and interested in your partner or friend's successes. Okay, would you hand me that cell phone here? Okay, I have a willing partner. So would you tell me that you just got a raise?
Well, honey, I just got a raise.
Oh, good. Wow, look what Facebook says. Oh, now tell me that the raise is like $100,000.
It's about $100,000.
I'm so happy for you. Do you see what Betty said? Oh my God, I am so ticked off. So this isn't being happy for your partner. I need to go, I'm happy for you. That is so exciting. What would you like to do to celebrate? And having sex at least one time a week increases relationship satisfaction. And they did a numeric value on this. And it's about $50,000 worth. Sex one time a week. I know, can you believe that? Okay, and relationships are influenced by sensitivity to our partner's positive emotions. You're happy, oh my gosh, tell me about this. How come you're so happy? I would love somebody to say that to me. Next slide. And if you decide to have children, have the children talk. As I said earlier, if I don't believe in corporal punishment, the person I'm with does, that is downhill. Happy long-term relationships involve agreement about who's going to earn money, how we're going to spend it, what the budget looks like, who's going to work, who's going to pay the bill. And long-term relationship happiness is sustained when the couple has had many conversations about how to problem solve, how to collaborate and negotiate. If you go for the win every time, you're going to lose in the long run. Next slide. Shared values, shared values, shared values. If you don't learn anything else tonight, shared values is the cardinal fundamental thing of happy relationships. And when one focuses on the relationship instead of social media, it's big. Getting through unhappy situations, taking struggles in stride, and accepting that disappointment is inevitable, and putting the relationship first instead of putting the win or disagreement first. I hope you've learned a lot tonight. There's a lot more to learn. Doing the relationship work and looking back and considering what you did to get to where you are today, we all have a part, even though we love to blame the other person. Ask me why I got divorced. I was married to a total complete schmuck, and he was just the worst thing ever, the dork of the century. Now, am I doing anything about what I did? I gained 400 pounds and he decided he hated me. But I'm not saying that because it's easier to blame the other guy. So, again, look at your pamphlet. My book's available in the back. It has all of this and much more in it. And thank you for being such a lovely, participatory audience.
How about a big round of applause? Dr. Schiebert.
Thank you so much, Ann. That's part one of the evening. Gives you something to converse about. Part two is even better, hopefully, depending upon the job that Mark does for us. Mark has been doing parties for us for a long time, so he knows what our singers want to dance to. So,